right, guys, so the CoolBot is tricky. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is reading room temperature. This is your heat. So I took the sensor, the white wire, away from the fan and connected it to the CoolBot sensor with their tin foil and a zip tie out of the fan's way. And then this is from the CoolBot, and I think it's supposed to be right in front. I have it on cool mode. That's as cold as it'll go. Fan speed needs to be on high. Do not take the filter out, which it's out. This is just a cover. I'll put it back on in a second. And do not have economy mode on. These are your poles. They're stout. We got back straps and tenderloin, rear, front shoulder, half the neck meat, front shoulder, half the neck meat. And let's check the temperature. It feels really cool in here already. Ideally, you would do this in a shop, but this is the shady side of my house. It doesn't get direct sunlight, so should be good. This is just my driveway. Yeah. If it was summertime, I would probably put it in my shop. Zip that up. I did a little extra duct tape. We are at 52 degrees in the room temperature. I got it set for 39. It'll get there and we'll check back in. Hey guys, welcome to the Elk Shape Gear channel. Today I'm going to show you what I do with my elk meat when I get home, how I take care of it, and how I get the best tasting meat using a product called From Wild Meat Gear. Check it out. This is the meat locker. Essentially it's a pop-up blind. So if you've ever used a pop-up blind, it's pop, 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 you get it open. It's a little bit bigger than a normal pop-up blind, and it's insulated. Ideally you would put this in your shop. You can take it in the field, and I'll show you guys how you could literally have your meat cooling in the field at camp if it's something you feel like is necessary for where you're hunting. The overview is super simple. Pop it open. It comes with everything you need except for a CoolBot. I'll tell you what a CoolBot is in a second. Once you open this bad boy up, you assemble the legs. That's where you're gonna hang your meat on. Comes with the poles. It's super simple. Comes with the table, which is at the perfect height for your wall-mounted AC unit. Check it out. So as you can see right now, we're running this AC unit non-stop, and really nice table that folds and it's light, so I just, out of the box, unfolded it. BTUs. This is a 12,000 BTU AC mounted unit. You can use this in your house, and then in the fall or whatever, take it out of your house and use it for your meat, or you can buy a unit. These are not included, obviously. I would go to CoolBot's website and look at which ones they recommend, and I don't think the one I'm using is on that list, and I'll tell you why it was a little bit more challenging because of that. A CoolBot is simply a device that overrides your AC unit, doesn't let it shut off, so it just stays on. And how you do this, there's a lot of assets. This video is not going to break that down, but I'll give you a kind of a little overview. So this little guy has sensors, and so one sensor is paired with the sensor on the AC unit. You pair them together and put a little bit tin foil on there, and it's going to trick your AC into staying on, which is really cool. Most AC units have two sensors, one that's in front of the fan and one that's off to the side. You're gonna take the one in front of the fan and pair it with the CoolBot and leave it over here. And you'll take the one that's just dangling, and some of them don't have those, and you just put it off to the side. So that's the CoolBot. Mine is a Wi-Fi model, so I can connect it to my Wi-Fi, and then from my phone, I can monitor to make sure the temperature is right to where I like. My sweet spot is anywhere between 36 and 40 degrees, and I want my meat to hang for 10 to 14 days. I really want to age that meat. That's made it less gamey and more just better table fare. As far as this part, the table, you don't need to duct tape. I cinched it down, but I just wanted to make sure no air was leaking out. The light's gonna be a little dark in here, but I wanna show you what it looks like. It does come with stakes, so like if you're in the field, you could stake this in the ground. It does come with the rain fly, which is included, and then you could have a generator running your AC at camp. So maybe you're antelope hunting or mule deer hunting or even elk hunting early season, it's just hot and there's 3 or 4 of you. Well, when you tag out, you don't have to leave the hunt. You can help call for your buddies and just have this set up. So it is mobile, and then obviously it folds up and you can put it away. So if you don't want to build a meat locker, which could cost thousands of dollars, this is kind of that solution, and then you can store it out of the way and it doesn't take up real estate at your house. So you guys, you can see the wall mounted, or you can see the units blowing right at my meat. You can see the rack that comes with it, which is super user-friendly and easy to take apart and put back together. In this far bag closest to the unit, I have backstrap and tenderloin. I have a rear quarter, I have a front shoulder and neck meat, a front shoulder and neck meat. Easily 250 plus pounds, bone in, hanging. The pole is super secure. I think you could hang multiple animals with this, and then it zips up. This is a great solution for those that are wanting to have better tasting meat, and maybe you want to butcher it yourself, or maybe you just want to age it yourself. I think you should do both. This is part of an investment, and if you're a hunter and you plan on hunting for years to come, this is a great design. You can check it out at Wild Meat Gear. I'll leave a link to their website. The price point is on their website, and then you still need to buy your CoolBot. The CoolBot's probably one of the more pricier things, but all in all, it's a good investment. This is the meat locker. This is how I age my meat. This is how I make it taste better. Hope you guys like it. Comment below, let me know what you think of this design, if it's something that you'd be interested in learning more about. This is what it'll be stowed in when you pop it back in, and then obviously you can put this in your garage somewhere out of the way. And then the poles you just set aside, they all fold up really neat and clean. If you do take this in the field, obviously get a generator that's legit, that can power an AC unit. I think your BTUs need to be at least 10,000. You know, $400 or $500 for a good AC mounted, a wall mounted AC unit. $400 or $500 probably. Buy once, cry once type thing. So here's your tarp. If you're in the field and maybe you don't want it to get rained on, obviously. It's got a legit tarp system that ties down with everything and connects to your poles. Here's your stakes. You can see there's a place to get these in all 4 corners and the middles, so you have enough for that. My buddy Remy Warren was on a hunt in, I think, Arizona in August. He was really worried about the meat. Plus he hunts Nevada, he's a resident in Nevada. Super high heat desert, but good hunting. And I think he got this meat locker sent to him from the owner, and I haven't seen his content yet, but I'm pretty sure he put it to good use in the field. And I'm pretty sure all he brought was just a generator and an AC unit, and was able to keep his meat cool. Guys, we work so hard for our wild game meat that you owe it to not only get it cooled right away, so always, you early season guys, the gutless method is awesome and I prefer it, but if it's hot at all or the sun's hitting that animal, I'm gonna pull the guts off right away. Even though it's not my favorite, even on an elk, I'm gonna get the guts out, then I'm gonna get the hide peeled, get it cooling, and I'm gonna start by taking the neck meat off first. Then I'll get a shoulder, backstrap, hind, flip it, and get it in the shade with off the ground with the breeze. And then you can get it back to your truck, your ATV, get it back to camp, set this up in minutes, and have cold air blowing on it. And then if it's getting cold at night, a lot of times high country, high desert places will get really cold at night. You can turn your generator off and open up the doors and let that natural cold air, and then in the morning when you head out for your hunt, close the doors, fire up the generator, gas up the generator, have it running all day so you're staying in the field and still hunting with your friends, and then you just know your meat is not going to spoil. If you've ever lost elk meat, it's the worst feeling on earth. So this is just one way to do it. And then for those that don't want to build and frame out and take up space in a garage for a walk-in cooler, this is such an easy solution. Break it down. I think it's an awesome design. We've done videos on it in the past, but I just want to show you what I do with my elk meat. Separations in the preparation, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.